Hi, Taurus. This is Genevieve with Belladonna and Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? I'm doing really well. This is the reading from May 3rd through May 9th, 2021. And it was my birthday weekend. And I took an Akashic Records class. It was so amazing. So I'm now an Akashic Records reader. And as y'all know, I'm going to be doing free readings for the month of May. And I'm pretty much full, but I could probably squeeze in a couple more people. So if you want to do a reading, send me a text to 405-512-9400. The Akashic Records are essentially the story of every soul's life on this earth and lives. It would also talk about some of the things that took place in the spirit world, like their soul groups or things like that. Why are they going through what they're going through? If that sounds, to me, it's great because it is all about healing. For example, yesterday I was driving home and I saw a person that was obviously mentally ill because they were talking to themselves and just kind of acting strange. You know, we've all seen them. And my first reaction was to think, oh my God, they probably stink. Because, you know, a lot of times homeless people do not smell the best. And then I thought, that is not cool. And then I thought that I wondered why they were going through this, what their choices had been that led them here. And I thought, well, they probably got into drugs. And then I thought, what caused them to have so much pain that they needed to use drugs to cover that up? And then I thought, what lessons did their soul need in this plane that made them choose this lifetime in this specific way? And I saw them in a whole different light as I was thinking through those things. And that's what this is all about, to think through those things. So the first card we get, and this is a we thing because I am a Taurus, is the Three of Wands. And this card is all about seeing your ships come in, holding on. Don't waver. You're in a good place. I'm in a good place. And so don't let things shake us up. We know where we need to be, and we need to just hold fast and watch the fruit of our labors come to us. Really needed to hear that. Now we get the moon. Turn it over. Bloop, 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 bloop. The moon is all about dreams, but also illusions. So is there something that we're seeing differently than we should be? Is there something that we need to be more grounded in and seeing it slightly different? Everybody's got some things that were illusions that we're holding on to. But it's all about dreaming your dream and trusting in that. And next to this, we get the Hermit. So this tells me that we need to tighten up everything on a spiritual level and go inward and ask our guides or our masters, teachers, and loved ones what we need to be learning right now. Tighten that up. Get that training that we need to do. Get in a spiritual right place. Now we get the Nine of Wands. Turn it over. We're coming to the end of something, but there's still some things that need to be done and looked at. And also we got to figure out what those are. And there's some bumps at the end of what we're coming to. It's not going to be quite as easy. But we get the King of Pentacles. And this is male energy. Always kings are male energy. But this is a business person or a business venture. I think this is more about a business venture that's getting ready to start. It could also be land, things along those lines. But things are going to come together. And then we get the Six of Pentacles. And this is about being generous. And this could be being generous when we see the beggar on the street. It could be being generous to your neighbor. It could be being generous to someone, doing a GoFundMe. Or even more importantly, it can be generous for you. It could be generous for yourself. How often do we give other people slack that we don't give ourselves? How often do we fail to realize our own humanity, but just see the humanity in others? Don't be so hard on yourself. Now I'm going to pull some oracle cards, and I'm just not even going into which deck they are. If you want to know the decks, just send me a PM. Milky Way, perspective. And I think that goes back to the moon, and even here. We need to be here, this card. We need to be evaluating our perspectives. Is this where we need to be? We are going to have our ships coming in. But at the same time, there might be something that we're not quite seeing right. Just a little bit up. So we need to pull that in and evaluate it. Now we get the reconciliation card. Who are you holding a grudge against that you need to reconcile with? Is this somebody that, is this your best friend? Ex-best friend? Is this a family member? Is this a boss? There's somebody in our lives that we're at odds with, that we need to look at and bring that back in. Reconcile with them. And finally, this is about our relationships, so support. Don't be afraid to ask for support. You know, we are not the only ones that can carry the burdens. Other people can carry burdens too. Go ahead and ask for help with your burdens. Namaste, y'all. If you want to do a private reading, send me a text to 405-512-9400. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel.